whole bunch of topics. What fishing bait is better? Now, there is a lot of things that can go onto this, and so we're going to have to um, discuss underwater, top water, and if you just want to get like a middle water or stuff like that. Small fish, big fish, all that type of stuff. So, right now, we're going to start off with underwater. So, for underwater, if it's hot, breeding season for fish, and all that type of stuff, fish, usually bass, like smaller fish. So that's why I like um, spinner baits for breeding season. See, fish just like a whole bunch of small, shiny things. So that will definitely attract their attention. And so, yeah, spinner baits do amazing in breeding season, hot weather, maybe a little muggy weather, because it's just good. You can run it close to shore, you can run it offshore, you can run it deep, you can run it high, you can run it slow, you can run it fast. Just as long as it looks like a fish. Bass will immediately flock to it. So you gotta always make sure to have a spinnerbait on you. So that is like my best breeding season bait, because bass, there's lots of baby fish all over the place. So they're just trying to get a meal. So if one of these, I have a bait with four on it, so it looks like a little school of fish swimming by, bass is not going to be able to resist that. They're going to be like, there's my next meal. Next, if you want to get some disturbance in the water, so movement or something that'll get the bass all wild up and make them crazy, you're going to want something that has chatterbait. So there's lots of chatterbaits. I got crawfish color. This is a elite chatterbait. This is midnight original, and this is white original. See, so fishing baits are always, you need disturbance in the water, and you gotta also find the right color for the fishing bait. So if you're fishing in darker water, go ahead and throw a lighter colored chatterbait in there. Maybe something with a little bit of flash and all that type of stuff. It'll go much better, and the fish will not be able to resist it. If you're going for lighter water, throw a little bit of a darker chatterbait in there, maybe midnight. Or if you want something to run closer to the bottom, like a crawfish chatterbait, that would be pretty good. I also got the crawfish on the bottom of it, so that looks pretty fire. Next, also if you want some disturbance, maybe a crankbait. You can hear a little bit of a rattle. Yeah, it's holding the hooks, and the hooks wouldn't bounce around, but that swim through the water. Hi, Chow Chow, how you doing? So, when you go through the water, these will make a lot of movement, and it'll be really nice. Good? That's good to hear, Chow Chow. So, that will attract the bass. Again, if you want something during colder weather, you're going to want something with a tighter jiggle movement, so maybe a lipless crankbait. Also, crankbaits, you throw those near a tree, be careful not to get stuck on a tree, but run it just over top the tree. Fish will definitely dart out and grab it. It's going pretty good. How about you? Oh, yeah, I already asked that. It's going pretty good. So, if you want something that looks like a fish, glide bait, swim bait, all that type of stuff, it'll definitely get some movement. And bass love those. So, maybe even a jerk bait. Throw a jerk bait there. That's not a jerk bait. Let it go. Jerk baits have so much hooks. So, send you some fishing baits. That's good. What do you want to go after? Bass, crappie, bluegill, like panfish, like, so that'd be bluegill, or bluegill, crappie. What's another one? Sunfish, all those. So if you want to, or if you want to go the bigger fish route, you can go bass, or what's another big fish? Catfish. How about all of them? Okay, so this video will help if you want to go to a store and pick up some baits. So if it's in breeding season when it's hot outside, the bass are gonna want something flashy. So that's definitely a shiner's job. It You can tell it's a shiner because it's got the little rainbow bridge and then the two shiners. When you put them in light, they shine all over the place. So a bass will not be able to miss them. If you're going for colder weather, if it's colder weather, you're gonna want a worm and run it kind of slow. Right now, worms, I really have been liking the Dudley Wackies. And also you got the Gary Yamotos or just Yamotos. Yamotos are spot on. They're amazing. Now, if it's also during the hot, maybe a little bit of something that causes disturbance, so something that rattles when it's in the water, that'll also add a nice touch to it. You're at Las Vegas. Wait, isn't that in Nevada? Wait, maybe I'm thinking of Los Angeles. Is that in California? Oh, it's in Nevada. All right, cool. That's insane. So, if you have any ponds nearby, you could get some fishing baits. Also, do you have spinning rods, bait casters, and if you do, which one do you like more? Also, so now since we got underneath that, also jerk baits. If a bass hits it, it's barely gonna miss. It's almost never gonna miss because it's got 3 hooks. So, you don't have a fishing rod. So, it won't miss. So yeah, and if you're gonna go for top water, so it's tangled. Uh, so what you do with the tangle is you kind of pull it. Be careful not to slit your finger open. Happened to me many a time. But when you pull it, you gotta find where it is at. And if it's too tangled, you can cut it and untangle the string. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I've tangled my rod a lot, and I have cut off so much string. Like I have put more money into probably string than fishing baits. So there's no shame in cutting off string. Which one is it? Which one is it? Is it baitcaster or how old do you think you are? I'm gonna go. It's a guessing game. I'm gonna go 12. 12. Am I right? All right. Hey, let's go. So yeah. What's it like in Nevada? Is it like, is there a lot of lights in it? Is it, crazy? So, yeah, like I said, China for breeding season. If it's not breeding season, you're gonna want, again, shiners will also work like any time of year. It does not matter where it's at. During winter, you're gonna want some worms. You gotta use them just run them nice and slow. Also, when they hit the water, wait for them to go into the bottom. Pop it, slow down. Pop it, slow down. Pop it, slow down. Just run it nice and slow. The fish will not be able to resist it because it's got a lot of smell to it. Like it'll get right, like say right here, get salty. So you liked and subscribed. Thank you so much, dude. That means a lot. Like so much. So I like the booyahs. These things have a tight rattle. Yes, salty. Also, they taste pretty good too. So they taste, they are salty. They got lots of salt. So if you're ever dehydrated, don't eat them. Don't swallow either. But if you want tight water, if you want top water, run the frog if there's lily pads. And if you're doing Mm. Are you kidding? Please be kidding. Please be kidding. Please be kidding. You're not kidding? Please. Oh boy. No, no, you're not kidding? Or, oh, too late. And now, are you kidding? No. Alright, I have a feeling you're pulling my legs, dude. Please? Don't be pulling my leg. Oh boy. Alright. Ah, knew it. So, now, we talked about bass. You want top water, and you want Chopo for top water. So, Chopo is open water. This is for heavier cover. And again, Hellraiser is for, again, open water. And if you've seen the action of a chatterbait, it's basically the same as a chatterbait except on top water. Now, for the second fish, we got panfish. So we're going to put away this stuff. Now, panfish is really fun to catch. And they sometimes can put up a fight. Bluegill will put up a lot of fight, which is crazy because it's like the smallest fish out there, and it puts up possibly more fight than a bass, which is not cool. So, all right. Now, as we're putting this stuff away. So, if you have panfish, and panfish are everywhere. They're kind of like invasive. So you're definitely you can find almost any pond, throw in a bobber, and you'll catch one. Except for maybe a cow pond and that type of stuff. There won't be any. But aside from that, you have panfish everywhere. So, now, we're going to move on to panfish, which I love panfishing. It's amazing. It's so fun. Because, like, if you're not catching any fish, under the sea, under the sea. I don't think there's any panfish in the sea. If we're going for the sea, you're going to want, gulp, gotcha, and I don't really know any other sea stuff. So, we got done with bass. But now we're going to move on to panfish. Under the sea. So, if we're going panfish, this is like my favorite ever. Charlie Buer panfish crappie. So, panfish, you're going to want a light rod. So, you're going to want like an ugly stick, super light, or something like that. You just need to get it out because you're going to be chucking, these hooks out for panfish. Now, compared to my thumb, yeah, that's pretty tiny. So, you're going to need something to get a 1/16 ounce out there. But when you add on, so you got, what is the biggest fish of all time? Is a whale a fish? No, a whale's a mammal. Whale shark? Oh, you caught? I think I caught, the biggest fish I ever caught was probably about 6-7 pounds. It was a drum down in, Virginia Beach. So, it was pretty big. Maybe it was, I don't know. It might have been 7 to 10 pounds. I don't know. I'm not really good at, oh, no, no. I'm not even going to read that comment. It's that disgraceful. I'm sorry, but 6'7", this is also another time. 6'7" is just a Gen Z craze that is not that good. I'm sorry. Look, I'm not trying to offend anybody. If you like it, you do you. Just me personally, I'm from the country, and that is not, I don't like 6'7". And so, yeah. But also, if you're going for panfish, you can also catch bass on these. A little shiner, rooster tail. Rooster tails work really good. They're super cheap and they're really good. Then, sometimes bass will like the rainbow colors, and then sometimes they'll like a solid color. As long as it has something flashy to it, it will definitely attract the fish. Oh. So you got these two. These ones are curly tail, so it adds a little bit of different action to it. But yes, it does matter if you get curly tail or paddle tail. So here's the difference. Ooh, it's kind of chilly out here. So here's the difference. They look almost the exact same, but the curly tail will add like a at the end of it. These ones just go back and forth like that. These ones look more like a fish swimming in the water. This one looks kind of like a little helicopter in the water. And I also like the darker colored ones. It's okay. Once you start fishing, you will get it. If you ever need to watch this video over again, it will be on my channel. So, you also got the darker colored ones. And those ones work really good. In dark or light water, it does not matter. Whew, it's cold. So, I would not recommend, if you see panfish, or like big bites, I have not caught a fish on these, so I do not recommend it. So, now, also, this is, it's kind of hectic inside. So, alright, so you also got, where is it? Where'd it go? Where did it go? Alright, so I can't find the bag. I'm pretty sure their name is Lunker City. These baits are insane. These have caught me bass. These have caught me crappie. These have caught me even some bluegill. So, if you're just trying to catch some fish, it will be insane. Also, if you have a rod, is your rod this one that's tangled up or this one? So, you can say first or second. Because if it's the second, if it's the first one and it's tangled up, you might have to cut the string. But if it's the second one, you still might have to cut the string. But if you want second, this one. Alright, so if you want a really cheap and affordable one, I'd go to Walmart. They have a $10 fishing rod there. And it's just like this one. It's orange, or you can get it in blue, whatever your color preference is. And I think they have it in blue. I think I saw blue. But they have orange there. It's called the Wayfinder. It's really cheap and affordable, and it's great. I've caught trout on it. Also, trout is amazing. It's super fun to catch. That's another story. But again, trout also just like rooster tail. So, if you have a Walmart near you and you just go there, they should have a $10 fishing rod there. Yeah, I know. Also, what happens if you punch Dwayne Johnson's butt? So, you hit rock bottom. Did you laugh? So, yeah, if you need like a cheap, affordable rod, and it's really good too. So if you need like a cheap and affordable rod, just go to Walmart, pick up a Wayfinder. It just doesn't get any better. Also, if you're going to rig up one of these, you're going to want to put it straight through the center. You're trying to get this as nice as possible because fish can be kind of picky. And it's going to look like that when it's going in. No, I don't think you can get one off from the dollar store. I feel like the dollar store is more about presents and cards and that type of stuff. So you're trying to get it as straight and nice as possible. So, that does not look nice like that. and then that'll go through the water. You can let it drop and then pop it up and then drop and then pop it up. But so yeah. Also, if you want, what was I gonna say? So yeah. Also, if you got worms also too, Zoom's another really good worm. Get the June bug worm. And these are also pretty cheap. It's like $3 for 20 worms, which is pretty good. When usually you can get it for like $3 for 8 worms from like Yamoto. And so yeah, if you're gonna get a worm, I'd get Dudley Wackies. These ones. What's like the best fishing baits, or what's the best worms? Because like all worms, I will rephrase that. Worms, so like both. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of different type of categories. So I'm gonna pick out the best baits and I will show you. So, you're definitely gonna want, so Z-Man Shiner is my favorite shiner of all time. Chatterbait Evo is my favorite chatterbait. Chopo is my favorite free water bait. Where is it? Frogs are my favorite. Hi, Chow Chow. Frogs are my... Wait, you've been talking to me. Anyway, frogs are my favorite covered area. And worms are good winter baits. It does not matter as long... If I was going to get any, I recommend these 3. Zoom, Dudley Wackies, and Yamotos. If you can find Gary Yamotos are awesome. But if you're also going to get a Chopo, I would get the bone color. I sadly did not see the bone color when I got in my Chopo, so I went with the second best color, bright pink. So let's go do some cookie. Okay, and also if you're going for panfish, definitely the sliders. The sliders are the best. So here's what it should look like. If you got fishing baits, so you got Z-Man Chatterbait, Z-Man Shiner, Z-Man Chatterbait, Berkeley Chopo, frog. It does not matter what type of frog. So frogs are always, some frogs have better action than others, but frogs and crappy sliders. So those are like the best. No, and for worms, I just recommend these 3. Yamotos, Zoom, and Dudley Wackies. Let's see. Is there any other things in my bag? Nope. So yeah, that's about it. If you want to get a different type, Z-Man is not like the only one that you need to get. That one's at Green Top. But like, if you want to get some Booyah is everywhere. This is their logo. I'm trying to, it's not showing. But like, Booyah, you can get it everywhere. As long as it's a good-looking shiner, go with like what your heart wants. And try thinking like a fish. Would I bite that? And the live is lagging. Okay. Ooh. And if you're gonna get string, there's some... If you want cheaper string, that's okay. If you want more expensive string, that's also okay. Whatever your preference is, if you're on a budget or any of that. So yeah, Z-Man Shiner, Z-Man Chatterbait, Berkeley Chopo, frog. It doesn't matter where, if it's cheap or expensive, it should catch fish. Crappy sliders for panfish, and also like rooster tails. This rooster tail is sadly like screwed up, so it's not that good. And if you want, so you also got your bass hooks. You should always have bass hooks for worms, because you can also rig it up like a Texas rig, which might also be a different video. I like the weightless rig where there's like no bullet weight, which is this. right here. So this is a bullet weight right here, and that's what you put on. I don't like the bullet weight because it sinks too fast, and the worm falls too slow. The worm falls too fast. So I like having a good action so that the fish can process everything. If you want some that looks kind of like a bluegill in the water, a swim bait will do perfect. You can probably get one off of Amazon for a little cheaper. A glide bait, give it a little tap around, and a fish won't be able to resist it. This one's missing an eye because it's kind of old. But yeah, as long as you can find those baits, you should catch a fish. You don't really need super fancy baits. You can get like a $1 shiner from Walmart. I have not caught a fish on it, but I know that they're there. You can get... Can I make one from Home Depot? Probably not. See, if you... So you could probably make, like, a Whopper Plopper, maybe, from Home Depot. You just need, like, a PVC pipe, plug it up, and add something that can flop around in the water. But aside from that, I don't think so. You could probably just find a plastic straw or something, put it on the hook, and maybe you could catch a fish off that. I don't know. So yeah, if you want big fish, don't be discouraged if you don't catch big fish, because you're going to catch a lot of little fish before you catch a big fish. So you cannot lose patience. You can't be like, "Ah, screw, I didn't catch any big fish this time." As long as you catch fish, it's good. So as long as you catch fish, you know that there's going to be some big fish in there. So yeah, that's like all I have to say about the best fishing baits. It was super fun talking to you. And so yeah, I hope this helps you. And like I said, if you need a cheaper rod, go to Walmart, pick up a $10 rod. Or if you want to go a little expensive rod, a little bit more expensive, you could get the Luz. This is what I have. And if you want to go bait caster, you could get the Abu Garcia Max Stick. And that's also what I have. This rod is not the same rod that's on the Abu Garcia Max Stick. This is a different rod that I got separately. But the rod itself on the Abu Garcia Max Stick, it's a phenomenal rod. So I've had this rod for 3 years. So it's been really good. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys are not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya, ciao.